tinfoil hat.
Oh, what the f*** are you guys even talking about?
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them.
Welcome to Tinfoil Hat. We go deep, homeboy. Aaron, open your mind. Drink from the fountain of knowledge. There's lizard people everywhere. That's some interdimensional shit. Wake up, Aaron.
This is only the beginning.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
Revolution will be podcasted.
All right, welcome to Tinfoil Hat, live from the Wise Wolf Gold and Silver Studio. Just go to, yes, that's right, go to samtripoli.gold, use the promo code Tinfoil, and you too can get on the Price Smells game that we've been telling you about for years, and it's all coming true. Grab it now. Grab it now. Trust me, we'll get into that in a few. Also want to remind you about the big 1000th episode of Tinfoil Hat, live at the Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas, June 18th. Tickets are on sale. Grab them now. It's going to pack out. And then we're probably going to have an after party. I'll talk to Red Band if we go down to his club, which is a big rock club, and just everyone meet and greet and hang out.
Yep.
Like champions. Very excited to have this next guest on. He is a good friend of mine. We talk all the time, and I'm glad we could finally get him on the show. He has a podcast called the White Rabbit Podcast. Please welcome Katillist Jones. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Sam. Thank you. It's an honor to be on here and finally get to meet X and Johnny, man. It's like been a long time coming. I get to talk to Sam all the time through Instagram and whatnot, but this is my first time meeting X and Johnny, so I'm super excited for this, guys.
It's probably a big letdown. We're very happy to have you on. You're a good friend, dude. So I'm glad we could do this. For those who may not be familiar with you, your podcast, all the shows you're doing, tell us a little bit about yourself and where they can find you.
Yeah, I go by Katillist Jones. I'm the host of the White Rabbit Podcast. You can find me where all podcasts are found. With the exception of YouTube, because they banned me there a long time ago, recently gave me my channel back, and I just haven't decided if I want to go play at the party I got kicked out of, you know? So you can find me on all those places, and I pump out shows, multiple shows every week. I have on similar guests that you do. We actually kind of have on the same guests, talk about similar subjects. And then Friday nights on Rumble, I do a live roundtable with Anthony Graffeo, and that just started about 2 weeks ago, and that is called The Ungoverned Outlaws. I'm really excited about that one, and pretty soon I'm going to have another show called The Trinity of Truth on the Cult of Conspiracy channel.
Awesome, dude. Keep going. I got 7 podcasts. You got 4 more to go, dude. You know, this is what happens when you got a lot of time on your hands and you talk to yourself all the time. You just keep creating podcasts because if you're going to talk to yourself, you might as well film it and put it out, dude, because I'm a crazy person. Brad, we had some internet problems earlier, but you were talking a lot about, you know, Instagram is your main place you like to post. I would like to know, I think you should post on YouTube. I don't know how much traction we get on there. Someone else started a new YouTube channel and we're stagnant as shit, but at least it's getting some numbers.
It's getting, right? Dude, some episodes get great numbers. It's just algorithm.
Also,
they get an algorithm.
They've scaled back the censorship or the moderation, at least, where they demonetize us much less often.
Yes.
For cursing and keywords. Like
I think Rumble
Epstein,
and Twitter took a lot of their audience and they're trying to get them back.
Good.
And again, we talked about earlier, but you know, like all the new guys that are just blowing up, talking about a lot of the same stuff. They're brand new, so they don't hate them the way they hate the old guys, the Tombstone guys. And
I think that 5-minute cuss word thing in the front that they had a rule of, I think that's gone. You know what I'm talking about, Johnny?
Yeah.
Where you couldn't cuss in the first 5 minutes?
We still don't do it, so I don't know.
I mean, we try not to, but I don't think they're forcing it anymore.
They're definitely letting a lot of shit go, which is great.
It just sucks that they make you self-censor yourself, you know? Like, that's another thing as I was debating is, like, if I go onto YouTube, I'm going to have to create a whole new intro because I have the F word in my intro. And it's like, once you start self-censoring yourself, it's they've won already.
So do we. It's like, we have it in our
True.
intro too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny. My daughter, we can't let them outside because all the pets. Then she's inside on her pad and she's talking to. So they win all the time.
Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein was on Fortnite. Let's remember.
So they win all the time.
2 weeks ago, right?
But
Yeah.
But they definitely learn a lot. And the whole notion is that you can't swear in front of these kids. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it is the reality that there is a lot of like the other day I was trying to take, she's 5 at the time. She's 6 now. But, I was trying to take away her pad and she said the cutest thing ever. She's like, "You son of a bitch." And I was like, that is the cutest thing ever. You're so lucky. Because any other time in history, I'd smack the shit out of you. But it was so adorable that I had to I go, that's one. You get one of those. You made daddy laugh. So you enjoy that and get out of jail free.
Imagine saying that to your parents, your dad.
Oh, I get my ass kicked. I get my ass.
Forget about it, bro.
The thing about kids is someone's got to be the villain. You just got to be the villain, dude. And it just sucks. But the point is to regulate like that, regulate adult language. I would even say the F word should be taken off the swear list because everyone just says it like, "Oh, this fucking guy, this thing." It's all the time. It's not really as shocking as it used to be. I'm not saying we want it everywhere because it become like dude, where someone's like, dude. You're like, you've said dude 1,000 times. Please stop. You're driving me crazy. But back to the point, Brad, is I think you should put it out.
Yeah, I definitely want to get on there because I know you like to say if you're not on the main shopping strip, then people are not going to know that you have a store. So even if I just put out 20-minute videos before I get into the heavy stuff, I think that might work.
No, that's a great idea, actually. Just put 20 minutes that we'll do fine. That's the nice range. And then you'll get ads on there, too, to make money. So, and there's nothing wrong with making money from your hard work. But I'm excited to have you on, Brad, because you want to talk about something that I enjoy. Like, there's been a lot of spirituality on the show lately, a lot of politics because we're in the spiritual war. But you wanted to talk about clones, and I'm very excited about that. There's a lot going on right now with that. I don't know if it's a clone, but they have Ghislaine Maxwell and the wide-nosed person that's standing in for her in jail. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah.
It does not look like
totally
her.
a different person. But, yeah, I definitely want to get into clones. But I had texted you and I had said clones or debunking nuclear weapons. And you told me go with either one. So up until this morning, it was going to be debunking nuclear weapons.
We can do both, dude.
Nope. I had about 10 pages. I had about 10 pages of notes and this book right here. And I wrote the author of this book this morning because she's a friend of mine. And I told her I was going to be doing this. And she's all, "Oh, let me send you some bullet points and some cliff notes." And she sent me 13 pages. And I'm going through these and I'm realizing I am not the authority figure for this. If you guys want to have somebody debunk, you got to have on Haxing Hoaxes because, she literally wrote the book.
I'm in on that because I totally believe that. Johnny doesn't believe it, but I believe it.
That was the drawback, is because I was like, Johnny's going to come with questions, and I definitely have to be prepared for this.
Johnny is the boogeyman for sure on the show.
No.
Johnny, you're the boogeyman.
It's like one of 3 things that I disagree with you on.
Okay, but on the nuke, you think we nuked Hiroshima?
I don't even think it matters. What's the difference? If they have conventional weapons just as dangerous and
that's definitely possible, but there was a lie perpetrated on humanity.
Maybe.
That this really powerful nation.
We have a lot of firsthand accounts of one big flash and devastation in an instant from Japan. Journals, diaries, people with no skin that survived.
And then they moved right back in.
Yeah, well, no, you're
right.
I don't. We don't. This is why we shouldn't get in this. But you're talking about the difference between a reactor event, where you would have
concentrated. That's not what it is, Johnny.
But the bomb exploded in the above the city, right?
And radiation should be there for 1,000 years. That's not true, Johnny.
They had no. They thought they might.
There was a guy on Gray Carlwood's show talking about how they found radiation on Mars from what he believes is a nuclear war of thousands
Mars
of
has
years
no
ago.
atmosphere, though, right?
Yeah, but this is what they're saying. That is the purpose, is that it destroys everything so badly that you can't even move back in. And people
So Mars has nukes. We don't have nukes, is what you're.
Well, I'm saying that's bullshit too. Not that Greg is bullshit, but I didn't agree with what his guest was saying.
Okay.
It's just another boogeyman that they can point at. And you are right, Johnny. We have things now that are directed energy weapons that are greater than nukes, I think. So if they want to put the boogeyman out, which I think they were doing when they kidnapped what's his name and his wife, and we have all these reports of people just falling over, because I think that's the introduction to the new boogeyman. We know that we've had the heart attack gun like since the 40s, I want to say. But you should get this book, Johnny.
Hold on.
I'll actually have a copy sent to you, because you're talking about the radiation and stuff. That's all right in here too. Like, hold on. It breaks it down pretty good.
So, Brad, are you saying that there is a chance, or maybe I misinterpreted what you just threw out, that the people dying from what would be COVID, the vaccine, could be the result of a heart attack gun?
Oh, not at all.
Okay,
no,
I was like,
let's
totally go, bro. Let's go.
No, I wish that was the case. No, that would be a fun episode. No, but what I want to get into tonight is the clones, the cloning facilities, specifically the Celebrity Cloning Center, and this guy, Donald Marshall, which I'm sure you guys are all somewhat familiar with. But there's a doctor who was talking about this stuff way back in the day. And everybody gives credit to Adam Curry as being the original podcaster. But there's this guy named Dr. David Peter Better, and he was making these things called audio diaries and audio journals. And they were basically just podcasts. And he was making these back when Carter was president. And I have some clips. If you want, I can show you like a little bit of what he was saying in some of these audio letters. Am I coming through okay?
Yeah. Bring it up.
Okay, where share screen on Zoom? I haven't. Oh, there it is.
Should be set up for that.
Uh-oh. Okay, Microsoft Edge, maybe?
Did you send him the link to he could click it to share?
Yeah, that's all. That's in. Yeah, that's in.
What now?
No, he's asking if we sent the.
Yeah, I was asking.
Oh, do you guys see this? I clicked out of Zooms. Oh, you don't? Okay, share.
If it's sound,
there
so
it
you
is.
gotta click share.
There it is. That's interesting that he's seen it. That you think he's the first podcaster. Very interesting.
Yeah, this guy, Dr. Better. So I'm gonna play this.
Where did he post this audio at?
Isn't that weird that it's not Peter Beater? It should be Peter because they're both spelled the same, aren't they? Peter Beater.
Peter Beater.
Funny?
Yeah, right.
Oh my! Why would you name your kid Peter Beater? You're calling him the jerk off master, Dr. Jerkoff,
Dr. Peter Beater.
I was on the Prometheus lens, and Doc Brown is a very, very huge Christian. And so when I was talking about this guy, he was like, I'm really trying to refrain from name jokes.
Peter Beater. What a childhood that kid had. Oh my God.
Petter Better. I mean, that's the best case scenario. It's not Petter.
Okay, Peter Beater.
So this is from his audio letter number 50. And he is talking about Jimmy Carter in this. And if you guys can't hear this, let me know and I'll just stop right away. But I just wanted to play a little bit of this so you can kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about.
Last spring,
we can hear
as I revealed in audio letters 45 and 46, the Russians began seizing control of the United States government. Key officials from President Jimmy Carter on down have been replaced by doubles. And these doubles are not human beings, in spite of their appearance and behavior. They are artificial, robot-like living beings called organic robotoids.
So he starts talking about this stuff, man, way back then. So this isn't like a new conspiracy that's coming out. This is something that has been like way back since. And so fast forward to today, then we get this guy, Donald Marshall. And Donald Marshall started talking about this kind of stuff like in the early 2000s, he came out on these YouTube videos saying how every single night when he goes to sleep, his consciousness gets transferred into a clone of himself in an underground military base where there's all these celebrities that come, Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, Vladimir Putin, George W., Barack Obama, celebrities from Beyonce, Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, you name it, they're there. And so what this guy claims is they take his consciousness and they're able to place it in these clones, and not only him, but these celebrities are able to do the same thing. So when they go to sleep, it's like Bohemian Grove and shit is just a thing of the past. That's like a reason for them to go and tap new people, I would say. And so according to this guy, they're meeting every single night when they want things to happen. And if you want to think of it like an open arena where they're just sitting there, like kind of like a Star Wars or whatever, where they were having the big meetings and like all of the emperors and whatnot were there. That's basically the way this guy describes these things. And so his consciousness would wake up into his clone, and they do things from torture, the most horrendous things that you could possibly think of that I won't get in here, up to murder. And he says that when they murder you, you feel it. Like you feel every single thing, and you have to wake up, like you go to sleep and then you wake up to be tortured every single night. And so in order for him to stop being tortured, he like, you know how like a lot of MK Ultra victims or just childhood trauma victims are able to resort and go into like a different personality or pull things out of them that they didn't have before. And so this guy found a gift where he would start singing and entertain them so that they wouldn't torture him. And in return, this guy claims that he's responsible for like 90% of hit musics that we've all seen.
That's where I go. Donald might be a little interesting at that point. That's the one thing where I'm like, where he says he named all the bands and he named all the, he wrote all the songs. That's a little out there. I'm not saying it's wrong. Have you guys heard that? Where he said, that's the only part where I'm like, I don't know about that part. But the rest of it sounds super interesting. I do want to hold off on Donald right now. I didn't want to cut you off because you were cooking with gas, but I want to get into Dr. Peter Peter. I mean,
I think you just want to say his name.
No,
Mark.
I don't. But I mean, that was extraordinary what he's saying, with like kind of some Bill Cooper like passion. Like these early guys are so passionate. Like when you hear all their old stuff, they were like, they were just too out there for radio. I know that Bill Cooper had his own radio show for a while, but I mean, I think he had a radio show actually, but they were very passionate. This is such an interesting video, dude. Like he's saying Jimmy Carter was a clone.
He's not only saying that Jimmy Carter was a clone, he was saying that he was a human robotoid. So like we're talking Terminator 2 already back in Jimmy Carter's days. And he's saying that during his, I don't remember if it was his first term or not, but he was involved in some sort of a marathon and had a heart attack. And they played it off like he made a full recovery and everything. But according to this Dr. Peter Better, he actually died and then he was replaced from then on.
Now that's the craziest.
He's convinced it was the Russians.
You go, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. And then you start going into things that were in these Epstein files that says the exact same thing about Jimmy Carter. I mean, about Joe Biden. Like that there, and we were saying that forever. You're like, that's not Joe Biden. That's black. That's some black guy in a mask. That's like a Nephilim Biden. That's like smooth leg Biden. Like that was, it was like so obvious. That was crazy, right, Johnny?
Well, Joe Biden is one of the greatest examples because he had stand-ins, he had lookalikes, and I believe he had clones, right? Like, because we kept getting that funny one that kept falling upstairs or off of his bike. And then we would get the angry one that was just always mad all the time and had completely different expressions. And his eyebrows were different. And
Then he had the one with the facelift.
I
Where
just imagine them telling that guy, like, rein it in, bro. You're blowing it. You're getting too angry.
See, no, wait up.
And then they
and that's what I was about to ask.
And then they might have put the real one out.
Well, what's the difference between a clone and a robot? Like, I mean, I know it's the same thing, but why have either one? Why not just have either a clone or a robot?
I would say that a clone is organic and a robot is metallic.
No, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying why have either or? Why just not have a clone for Biden or have a robot? Why use? You get what I'm trying to say?
But wasn't he saying these were organic robots or something? What was the phrase he had for them?
Robotoids?
He called them organic. Yeah, organic robotoids is what he called them. So basically, that would be like what the T-1000 was, or was the T-1000?
Yeah.
It's like altered carbon. So honestly,
100%.
So living tissue over a robot, and the reason you would have clones and robots is because transferring consciousness, right? You can't transfer the consciousness into a computer program. Well, maybe. I mean, they're similar. I don't know anything about how that shit works.
Not yet.
For the differences, and everybody's like, well, why would they need clones, right? Like, why would you replace these people? Well, like Eminem is my biggest example.
Okay, I don't want. Let's hold off on that, and I'm not trying to stop you. I just know we want to get into that later.
All over the place.
Yeah, it's fine. I want to focus on this because Eminem's going to be at the end. I don't want to jump around too much.
So who do you want to talk about?
I mean. So if we go into Joe Biden, have you guys seen all these videos about how these robots are walking up hills and walking down hills? It's exactly how Joe Biden walked. You ever see him walking with like Jill Biden and he's like falling over, and it's in the exact same sequence that these robots do it.
Yeah, you would think they would have a robot that could debate a little bit better, though,
Yeah, like, why would they? Well, yeah, that is a great question. Why did they let him shit the bed so bad in these debates? But
so that they could put Trump in to initiate everything that we're seeing right now.
Ooh, good answer. Because I do believe they're selected, not elected. And I do believe that they wanted Joe Biden in so they could bring in all the illegals. And then Trump gets in and drops a hammer with the ICE stuff.
What does it make you think, though, when you see that in the Epstein files, they all talk politics like it's real? Like
so that's a great question. Brad, do you want to answer? Then I'll give my answer.
What do you mean talk politics like they're real?
I mean, they talk Democrat, Republican politics like votes matter and elections aren't rigged. And this is presumably people who don't expect to have their emails read. So it's just them talking. If we accept all of that on its face, dude. What do you think?
Well, it does matter for a reason, because the longer if we don't participate in it, then the illusion fails to exist.
Bang.
And so it is important to them. It is important for them to keep the facade going. Think of it as sport teams, right?
Right, but they're not. Like, what I mean is they're not talking about. Sorry to interrupt. They're not talking about it like it's a facade. They're talking about it like they're caught up in the horse race. Like who's going to get the most votes. You
don't know how high of a level you got to be.
That's why I'm asking. Yeah, I'm wondering. Do you think they're too low?
I think it is what Brad's saying. I do think the facade is. They may not believe it's a facade, but it's like if people aren't engaged in the political process, then they can't manipulate us. It's like we said in the last show about they don't really care how much money they're losing in these on these TV shows and movies. It's the fact that you're not watching it and they can't manipulate you spiritually.
Yeah.
That is the real problem.
Yeah.
Because they're just spending funny money, printed Fed money. It doesn't mean anything to them. It's monopoly money. So they do need to play. And there is a part of me that thinks some of the election, not all of them, do have real world consequences, because those are the people that give out a lot of the contracts. Now Trump has like, oh, we're going to get rid of USAID, and now he's giving them a bunch of money. But like that pause would never have happened if it was Kamala Harris. She would have increased the budget. It's like the old saying that the old thing about Chicago mayors being so corrupt. Like the reason you want that seat is so that you can hand out the contracts to your friends. So I do believe there is an element of truth in elections, it's just, are we picking between two people that work for the same people?
100%. We are every single time, right? It's the same organization, different teams. If you want to look at it like that, everybody in our community always says, think about it like professional wrestling. And we're seeing that with the Epstein files coming out. I mean, the Clintons and Trump, they're like tight. They're brothers. You know what I mean? And it's like for them to play this facade on television is like, oh yeah, because you'd be locked up if I was president. Well, he's been president for how long? How many times now? And she's still walking around. The Epstein files are out. It is all a facade, but if we don't participate in the facade, then it doesn't hold any value.
Hey guys, have you ever wanted to learn about crypto, know how to do it right? Well, there's one guy that's the best at showing you how to get into the crypto market, and that's James McMahon and Copy My Crypto. Let me tell you about Copy My Crypto. Does it piss you off to watch crypto fly up in price for over a decade and you've still done nothing about it? Yeah, it makes sense. Crypto is complicated and really boring. But here's the good news. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or to make money like so many have. The copymycrypto.com membership site shows you the exact cryptos that YouTuber James McMahon personally owns, which means you just copy him. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest. You just simply copy along. So let me tell you about James, okay? He runs Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has like 100,000 followers on it, like subscribers. It's unbelievable. In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos. Had you put in $100 in each one, it went on to be worth over $123,000. Of the 26 cryptos, his top pick of the year, the one he singled out, called Phantom, went up 692 times from when he said, okay? That one call alone retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go on YouTube and verify this yourself. So if you'd like to join the over 3,000 members who copy James, then pause what you're doing and head right over to copymycrypto.com/TFH. That's copymycrypto.com/TFH. That's TFH. You'll not only find proof of everything I've said, but our viewers get full access for just $1. Okay. Yes, you missed out on Bitcoin. That's fine. You can even get a little piece, but don't even worry about that. But there's over 2 million other cryptos. Do you really think you've missed out on all of them? Guys, don't waste any more time, okay? Go to the site and read it for yourself. Once again, that's copymycrypto.com/tinfoil hat. It's ended money worries for so many. It just may do the same for you. And we thank him for sponsoring the show. Guys, this show, Tinfoil Hat, salutes real men who put in real days work, okay? And sometimes the elements at that job aren't the best. And that's why you need clothing that fits you for any type of weather. And that's why I want to tell you about our good friends at True Work. Let me tell you about True Work. Winter jobs don't mess around. Freezing mornings, wet conditions, wind that cuts right through cheap gear. You need workwear that performs when it's brutal out there. True Work builds performance workwear like it matters, because it does.
Founded by a trade professional who was done with soaking wet, heavy gear slowing him down, True Work set out to make workwear that keeps pros comfortable, capable, and ready for whatever the day throws at them. While brands like Carhartt and Dickies focus on traditional cotton-based gear that gets heavy when it's wet, True Work uses advanced performance fabrics originally developed for extreme outdoor conditions, now engineered specifically for trade work. Designed with moisture-wicking, wind-resistant, and insulated fabrics that keep you comfortable and mobile all day, even in the harshest winter conditions. Every piece is tested on real job sites with trade pros before it ever goes to market. When winter hits hard, you're still ready to work, not fighting your gear. Over 50,000 five-star reviews from pros in every trade and climate, real feedback from electricians, plumbers, and contractors working through brutal winters. That's what you'll find on their website.
I love it, dude. I have one of their jackets. It's pure fire, dude. I love it. It's perfect. You know, if I like it, I know you're going to like it. Okay, so here's what we need you to do. Don't let cheap gear slow you down this winter. Upgrade your day with workwear built like it matters. Get 50% off your first order at truework.com with code tinfoil. That's truework, TRUEWERK.com. Okay. And we thank them for sponsoring this show. So this is a really great point that they all work together. And so right now, a friend of mine is going after another friend of mine on the internet, and I love both of them, and I respect both of them. They come from different things. And, you know, this guy, one of the guy who's kind of attacking, he had a debate with somebody I knew when I was there about the moon landing and how he thought that the moon landing was real because if it wasn't, Iran would tell us. Iran hates us so much that they would out that we lied about the moon. And by the way, the Russians have said that. The Russians have come out and said the footage is fake. But nobody wants to listen to that. But let's just go through the example he gives. Well, I mean, does he remember when Obama gave them how many millions of dollars? Like 300 million, 3 billion, 300 billion, whatever that number was. Like oligarchies work with oligarchies. You know, Russia needs America the way America needs Russia. They need a bad guy. They need somebody to whip up the population into nationalism, right? So like when we had Susan Bradford on and she says that Putin is hiding all the Rothschild money. Well, if you follow what's on Twitter, Putin's fighting a new world order and all that stuff. But it totally makes sense to me that Putin would be hiding all the banker money because Clinton's put him in power. So yeah, there's this kind of like presentation of theater of people fighting with each other. And they have no problem with sacrificing the masses in wars. It thins the herd. All the oligarchies make money, but behind closed doors, they're all working together. They're all funded by the same fucking people. So yeah.
If they truly hated each other and wanted to go to war with each other, then why are they all still upholding the Antarctic Peace Treaty together?
Yeah, exactly. Why are they all? Why if Russia and the United States hates each other, why do they have a space station together?
That's debatable.
Yeah. Or something floating in the sky. No, not even that. Or why? Okay, why is the presentation of working together? If they really hate each other, why are we funding, the Taliban to like $30 million a month or a week or whatever that number is? That's insane. Why are we doing that? Because everybody works together. It's the elites oppressing the masses. So yeah, 100%. So that's I do think there is a level of truth to elections, but they have to manipulate the election so the guy they want it in gets in so everyone follows him.
But that just sounds like Trump all over again.
100% that's Trump. I mean, I just cannot believe how people can't be open-minded that this guy is a part of this trafficking ring. Like, how can you say that a guy in the same position as 5 out of the last 6 presidents who have all been implicated in rings, how can you think that this guy just has nothing to do with it? And the only guy that I can't find anything on is George Bush Jr., but we all know he was a puppet, a puppet of puppets. Like Trump.
They didn't need anything on him.
Yeah.
He was just willing to do whatever. He was groomed from the day he was born.
That's a great answer, dude.
Do you think when he meant drain the swamp, he honestly didn't think it was ever going to be drained?
No, I think that was slogans that he knew people wanted to hear.
Lock her up.
Lock her up. Like the presentation was just pro wrestling.
Oh, he strikes me as a guy who would say anything. Like he would have said anything to get. He would have been he would have gone just as hard left if that would have gotten him the presidency, I think.
Also, if you would have ran Democrat, you think he would have said anything that they would have asked him to say?
I think he has no values at all. Like
again, we talked about, he was notorious for ripping off plumbers and electricians in New York City.
And he was a Democrat. He was a Clintonian Democrat. Is up to the point of running for office.
Yeah.
I mean, he still is a Democrat, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
He just, he actually, when he came into presidency, I would say he was the one that successfully changed what a Democrat and a Republican looks like. Because back in the day, we had the Democrats were the people that were against big pharma. They were wearing Tivas and like smoking weed and being like, don't put your vaccines near my kid, and eating natural.
Yeah.
And now they're all out there with dyed hair, with every injection you could possibly think of, and they are not sure of their gender anymore.
What a sad trick that is. All those people, all the anti-vax on the left, they just completely.
But it's always been the rich kids.
Turn their
It's
backs.
always been the upper middle class, lower elites, and elites that get manipulated by this shit. Always, because they have no purpose.
Yes.
Like when you become successful in business and you have kids, a real issue is your children growing up with no purpose. They always have food in their belly. They always have clothes on their back. They always have a house. And I'm not saying you have to be poor to have a purpose, but it's like, I grew up with two teachers, but I always knew what I wanted to do. Some people don't, and they just wander, and then they find these windmills, and they become Don Quixote fighting monsters. And that's who's being manipulated. And you could say whatever you want about like what's happening in the mainstream media and what its ratings are. It's enough to get these people to march in Minneapolis in the freezing.
Yeah.
Like you got to really be dedicated to march in 1 degree weather.
See, but that's what we should be doing with the Epstein files.
Yeah, I talked to Scotty the kid. He's got one March 7.
Okay. Fuck.
There's going to be a march.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember when he was doing Save the Children rallies, like, what was that, like 6 years ago?
Yeah, I went to that.
Ago?
Mohawk Tripoli was a part of that.
It's where they scanned your face for the first time.
I'm sure they did. They did.
Well, they caught him with the mohawk. Wrong guy.
And then some black kid wanted to fight me because he thought I was pro-Trump. I'm like, anyway, this is not a pro-Trump rally. This is an anti-elite rally.
Remember how peaceful it was when it ended? We were like thanking the cops. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
We were literally saving. Thank you, police officers. Have a great day.
That was so funny.
But that was organic as shit. Now there were guests who have been on the show who were trying to tell everybody it's a psyop, and I was like, I know the guy running it.
Yeah,
it's crazy to me. But yeah, you're totally like that's the point. I don't even know how we got to that, but yeah, I mean that's.
Well, I also want to know what you guys think too, because and this is totally not about clones, but like Donald Trump, I feel like he successfully divided the country in a way that nobody else has, whether it was on purpose or not. But he splinter fractioned everything because during his first term, he was able to take the media and just use it as a weapon against the people to divide it in half. And then he's coming in with a second term and he took those halves and he fractaled them, right? Because then you have MAGA, and then MAGA was pissed off about the Epstein files and promises that weren't kept. And so that like fractioned off. And now you got the boomers who are still like, oh yeah, MAGA, Israel first. And then you got these people that are like ex-Q-tards like myself, who is like, hey man, this guy is the most evil thing you can think of. And he had us all duped thinking that he was going to take out the white hats and this and that. And so now that is fractioned. And then you got the people on the left that are fractioning. So because of this whole Israel thing that's taking place, you'll have people on the right saying Israel. And then you'll have people on the left saying, yeah, Israel, but you too. You're that Donald Trump guy, aren't you? And so like we are more divided now than ever. Yeah.
Well, that's the game. Because if America actually came together, they would be. I mean, it's a cluster, dude. I mean, you have these Christian Zionists defending Israel while they bomb Christian churches. Like the mental gymnastics you have to do with that is like ridiculous. But again, it's like my friend Brian Callen, who I love with all my heart. He's going through a lot of shit right now because he's calcified in his views. He doesn't want to believe monsters exist. And if they exist, they're in Nazi Germany, they're in Russia, they're in Iran. They're not here because this is where the good guys live. And I'm like, you're thinking that the guys who have the same power as the guys you hate aren't as bad as the guys you hate? Like, how's that even freaking possible? but they don't care. I mean, they don't care because they want pro wrestling. You know, like life is nuanced and people don't want to look at nuance. They want to be told what to believe. Who's good guys, who's bad guys. Like I literally got yelled at by a good friend of mine at the comedy store. He yelled at me, "You do your own research." I go, "Yeah, it's Jimmy Dore's joke," but I go, it's called reading. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, whatever, guy who does his own research. I'm like think about what you're saying. You're saying you regurgitate what you're told. That's crazy to me.
Right. Yeah, I got into an argument a couple years ago with one of my friends, and he was like, "I don't have to. I trust the science."
Oh
and I
my
was like,
God, dude!
I said, "How many doctors did you actually talk to about this?" And he said, "I don't have to. I trust the science." I said, "Do you trust the science, or do you trust the people on the television telling you to trust the science?" And he had to stop, and he was like, "You know what? F you, man." And because that's what it really is. It's like at a certain point, you're putting your trust and your faith into somebody else. So it's was it Jimmy Dore, as you were saying, is the one that was like, "I'm not going to go drive a car without I'm going to test drive this car." Oh, you fucking conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, exactly.
Just trust the car salesman. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's like so crazy that like trust the science. Well, the science had the largest lawsuit loss of all time, Pfizer. Like into the billions that they had to pay out. But yet you're trusting them because people just don't want to think. They just want to live their life. And it's like, again, we said on the last episode, if you really get to a good place and with conspiracies, you're not looking to change the system. You're looking to know their playbook so you don't fall for their tricks. And by not doing that, by not falling for their tricks, you show other people how not to fall for their tricks. And then the system is beat and then it adapts to us. But it's just crazy to me. And so I posted this thing. It said a Swedish doctor, Norwegian doctor, said 35 million people died from the shot. I posted it because I know people's algorithms aren't showing them this stuff. So I post it, and then everybody starts going nuts on me. Oh, I can't find the article. I can't do that. I can't do any of this. And I know it's true because I've seen so many doctors from so many different places in so many articles come out and say that the numbers are in the tens of millions. And you just don't see it on the news because they're bought by Pfizer. You don't see it on Twitter because of algorithms. And it's just like even this clone stuff we're talking about today. Nobody's going to tell you that because it's such an abstract thought that the minute you hear it, you become Agent Smith. And they're like, "Oh, conspiracy theorist, crazy person." It's like, no, dude. Like the craziest science you ever seen in any of these fucking sci-fi movies, a lot of it's real. I mean, Tesla just introduced a hovering scooter. You can just hover and drive around. Like that's what they're giving us. So what's 40, 50 years in the future?
What's in the news? Because I know you're at home sometimes.
Oh, it's about some grandma getting kidnapped.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Okay, yeah. I know. But no Jeffrey Epstein? Because I think this was something that should have united us.
They do say it, but it's not.
They're making it's all politics.
It's all about Trump. That's what they're talking about.
No Pizzagate, no bodies missing, none of the pictures are getting pulled up. Because, I mean, I can't get away from it on YouTube. Everybody's talking about it. It's kind of like to the point where, like, can I watch something funny without being talked about?
That's
Jeffrey?
my concern. That's going to be oversaturation and that people are going to start to be tuning it out.
That's where I'm at right now, where it's like, not everybody needs to talk about it. I like to hear it. But then everyone I subscribe to has their own 2 cents, which is great. But at the same time, it's like...
No, I'm with you.
It's out there, man. It's out there. I was walking my dog and there was these little kids and they were on their bike. And one of them said, "Are you one of those Jeffrey Epstein guys?" And I was like, this kid better not be fucking looking at me.
That's so crazy. Yeah, it's out there, dude. Well, I'd rather those kids say that than not say that.
Yeah.
I tell my daughter,
right?
Don't trust any of these fools. Don't trust anybody.
You think in high school kids are like asking their teachers, like, "Hey, what's up with this list? Like, hey, are we going to talk about the list? Or are we going to still talk about the Holocaust?"
I'm sure somewhere, yeah.
Like, we're going to talk about the Holocaust. I'm sure there's that kid who's there like, "Hey, I watched
They don't have to ask if they're going to talk about the Holocaust because they're getting taught the Holocaust.
No, I know, but they don't question it because I never questioned it because I fucking went to school.
Because you were emotionally blackmailed.
Yeah, and I didn't have YouTube, but these kids have YouTube, and I know they watch.
Your teacher didn't break down ovens and how
Did that interest you in high school? I mean, you're not going to be watching videos on the Holocaust in high school.
I loved World War II, but it was with the understanding that Hitler was the most evil human being to ever walk the earth.
I just don't think. I mean, most kids aren't interested in
but
any of
like
that shit.
I think they kind of. Not that they're interested, but Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, it's all on their fucking algorithm. These guys that work out, like make men's life better. They're all talking anti-Semitic stuff, and I'm like, you must have to hear it. And then you go on the rabbit hole, and now you're like, in high school, and you're like, I got to listen to this bitch.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Israel wants that. They want everybody being anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful with that too. You know, the Nick Fuentes thing is a big honeypot.
I agree.
It's getting
dude.
all these people to out themselves is what I think it is. He's sitting there laughing at everybody that listens and watches him because he's wearing the Jeffrey Epstein jacket. He's selling it, and these kids are buying him. And I think what he's doing is he's getting people to post things that are going to get them flagged so that there's a bigger eye on them. Because I myself posted a video, it got like 3.6 million views, and it was just Nick Fuentes. And he said, and then I cut it. And I said, after my first sip of coffee in the morning, and then it went viral. But then I was like, you know what? Why is this stuff in my face all the time? Because I had Corey Hughes on, not questioning, but telling me his side of the Holocaust on one of my episodes, and it was banned everywhere. I couldn't even post a thing saying that he was on my shit. And then now that video gets 3-point-something million views, and then they're like, make more videos like this. This is interacting with, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got kicked off like for saying the exact same thing 3 weeks ago. So I think it's a really sketchy thing, and I fell into it because I watched Europa: The Last Battle, and I listened to Mein Kampf, and I had to pull myself out of that hate mode because that is also propaganda, but it's geared towards the other side.
I totally agree, dude. You watch Europa, and it's just selling you a fairy tale. It's trying to make it seem like Hitler was this guy fighting the good fight. In reality, he was taking money from the people that he was supposedly fighting. Why does he die peacefully in Argentina? You know, why are the Nazis? And by the way, the Nazis were started by Germany's version of the Boy Scouts. It's like the Wandering Winds or something they're called, you know, and they were all closeted gays. That's the funniest part about that.
All of them?
Yeah, there were a lot of closeted gays in it, Johnny. And later on, I mean, Hitler's closeted gay. You know, like he became one doing all that tweaking his balls
they say
off.
A lot of that sex stuff with him is allied propaganda against him. But
what do you mean?
I mean, I've just read that a lot of the sexual deviance that you've heard about him was allied
Johnny,
propaganda.
if you do enough tweak, you're going to do some weird shit. Yeah. It's just in recovery rooms of AA, they call it the queer juice. Okay, you're going to get fucking weird and make bad decisions. Okay, I'm not speaking from experience, of course, but you know, my point is that I would believe he was a little bit. I mean, the whole theory was that even the Rothschild says he was selling his art in one of their like kids like homes. Like, I don't know, dude. I this notion that he wasn't he a Rothschild himself? And
yes. If I'm not mistaken, that whole thing was just orchestrated so that Israel could claim its homeland.
Yes,
right?
Of course. I mean, that's 100% it. And that's why when everyone's like, anti-Semitism everywhere, it's like, that's what they want. It's like the Zeffler project, right? Do you guys remember us talking about that? I think it's David Goldberg is his name. And he put out this whole thing about the Zeffler project. And that the whole thing is like, this is where the FEMA camps come in. They start throwing in the people who are anti-Semitic. And it's like, I got yelled at by people that's not real. But that's what they seem to be wanting to do right now, dude. That's what they seem to be wanting to do. And like, you know, what blows up on Twitter, if you criticize Israel, criticize a certain tribe, blows up on Israel. So I think it's all a psyop, dude. Whether it's complete or not, which I think everyone thinks everything's inevitable. I don't think so. I think they make their play, and if it hits like COVID, good. If it doesn't hit like Russian collusion or any of these other stuff, then it doesn't. Then they move on to something else.
What do you think about the idea that there are competing factions among the elites too?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about Ian Ferguson, Luciferians versus Malakians. I would tell you that if you had to pick, Trump is a Luciferian, and Hillary Clinton and George Bush and Dick Cheney are all Malakians. And that is a big part of what's going on right now, that we're cleaning out all the old guard of these Malakians. That's my opinion.
For now.
There's a new
Just
guard
to put
already
in for the Luciferians?
Yeah, because
you have Peter Thiel going around giving seminars in San Francisco about the Antichrist, right? And then who propped up JD Vance was Peter Thiel. And so he also comes from that whole PayPal mafia. And you got Elon Musk a part of that too. So yeah, they're bringing in the new occult that's going to be running things.
Yeah, in the new Kali-Yuga, was it Kali-Yuga? The new Yuga?
Satya. Yuga.
It's Satya Yuga. We're in the Satya Yuga now. We're out of the Kali Yuga.
It's still all Saturn worship.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is. I mean, Epstein was getting parts of the black cube sent to him, like material cloth sent to him by the House of Saud. It's all above it. It's all demonic. That's what people. When I hear people in the know say that that's not true, it's mind blowing to me. It's just mind blowing. But back to the cloning. Rappers they think are clones. Pop stars they think are clones. People come back looking completely different. So they're either shapeshifters or they're clones or they're on Ozempic. Which one is it?
What kind of with the Jeffrey Epstein thing, was he cloning people at Zorro Ranch or was he just impregnating fucking models?
I think he was trying. I mean, like, they've been cloning stuff since the early 1800s.
So he must be cloned. There's no way you're Jeffrey
20,
Epstein.
30 years we get a cloned sheep?
Yeah, but there's no way you're Jeffrey Epstein and you can clone and you're not going to clone yourself.
Well, we think he's in Israel right now. Hey, guys, real quick, I'll tell you about my good friends at Nic Nac. That's right, dude. You know Daddy loves his nicotine. Bang, bang, pow. And that's why I got to tell you about nicotine in its glory days fueled the greatest minds, the boldest leaders, and the quiet legends who simply got the job done, just like Daddy over here, okay? Somewhere along the way, we lost the plot. Effeminacy creeped in. Men traded their duties for comfort. Big tobacco sold us nothing but compromise. Nic Nac raises the old banner again.
This is nicotine perfected, honest and intentional, manufactured in the United States by a family-owned company that refuses to compromise. Nic Nac is a fully dissolvable nicotine lozenge, a lip brick, if you will, made with just 6 premium ingredients clearly listed on the back. You know exactly what's in it. No smoke, no pouch, nothing hidden. Made with real essential oils for real flavor, available in both 3 and 6 milligram options. Raise the standard, reject the slop, join the pursuit of the good, the true, and the beautiful.
I love nicotine and Nic Nac so much, okay? Get your Nic Nacs, that's NICNACS, okay? That's nicnac.com/tinfoil, NICNAC.com, and use the code tinfoil for 20% off, or use the store locator to find Nic Nacs near you. Nic Nac, crush your vice. I love that. And we thank them for sponsoring the show. Nicotine. Hey guys, real quick, I want to tell you about my dates. We got this weekend. I'm in Vegas doing improv, Bakersfield, Yuma, Hollywood, California, Batavia. Then we have Toronto and then Dallas. But the big one is the Comedy Mothership. And if you see on the screen, the booths are already sold out. Grab your tickets now. They're moving very quickly. The 1000th episode working on the guests. And then finally, if you go to samtshirts.com, tinfoilhattshirts.com, the new t-shirt is available right there. I get my news from Sam Tripoli. T-shirts, hoodies, and we just came up with a brand new shirt idea that we're going to try to have ready by the 100,000th episode. All right, let's get back to it.
I mean, I can see that. I don't think Jeffrey Epstein's dead whatsoever. I don't see what purpose he would need to clone himself, maybe other than to be in two places at once. You know, usually they'll clone somebody because they're not going along and they still need them for persuasion, money, and whatnot. You know, like politics aside, not even aside, but like Eminem is the biggest one because of the fact that he had so much sway over the population, because he came in and he just totally he was like the new Elvis / Michael Jackson. The way that he came in as a pop star, but in the rap game, it was like something that nobody's ever seen before. And now all of a sudden you have the white kids that want to be just like him. You have the black kids that accepted him into the hip hop community. So he's fully accepted. And now you have the white kids and the black kids integrating in this hip hop community. And he had the biggest pull over everyone. And then what happens is he makes this song and it's talking shit about Bush. And he's saying, march onto the White House. It's called White America.
White
and after
America!
He does that song, he disappeared. That's right. And then after he does that song, he disappears for a while. And they say he went to rehab. But I think what happened is he was killed and he wasn't going along with what they wanted to go along with anymore. And so he comes back. He has a completely different jaw structure. His earring holes are closed up. His eyes go from greenish blue to brown. He's always wearing sweatshirts and hoodies, so like you don't see his tattoos anymore. And I was even watching a documentary about the tattoo artist that did all of the celebrities back then, and they had Eminem on there, and he's wearing a sweatshirt, and it's for the guy that did his tattoos, and he's not showing off his tattoos. And he made a joke. He's all, "Oh, I'd show you guys, but I got them removed." And I'm like, you got a tattoo of your daughter removed from like one of the most famous tattoo artists?
I didn't know that. Whoa.
Yeah. And his rap structure, the way he delivers his rap is totally fucking different ever since that day. I mean, he's not even fun to listen to anymore. And then he completely X's out 50% of his fan base by saying, if you voted for Trump, I don't want you my fan anymore. Like,
which is really weird because his BFF 50 Cent is a huge Trump fan. Like they were thick as thieves forever. It's very weird.
But you're not going to hang out with the guy, the clone of your best friend, are you? You know, like what's that other comedian that was in the Weed movie with David Chappelle? They were like really close, and then when David Chappelle comes back from Africa,
no, he's talking about what's his face? Who's the other guy that's kind of blown up that did Goat Boy?
Jim Brewer?
Yeah, he's talking about Jim Brewer. Yeah,
Jim Brewer's a clone?
No, he's saying Dave Chappelle is a clone.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He talked to us about that, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I told you someone at the Comedy Store went up to Dave Chappelle and goes, "Are you a clone?" And Dave Chappelle's reaction was, "How would I know if I'm a clone?"
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think Eminem OD'd, or you think they actually killed him?
I think he OD'd, to be honest with you. And there was I don't. Actually, I don't think he OD'd, because back in 2004 or 2005, there was a breaking news over the local news channel, which happened where it supposedly happened, that he was in a car accident and was pronounced dead on the scene. And then crickets after that. They never replayed it or followed up on the story or anything. It's just Eminem went to rehab.
Do you know who's like that, dude? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart had that horrible car crash. Remember, he was racing cars in the hill, and they said he severed his spine, and he had to crawl back to his house. And then 6 months later, whoever it is squatting like huge numbers on the squat bar.
I mean, he's 2 foot from the ground, so it's not hard to spot.
Well, it's still a lot of weight, dude.
That was another one of those things that was just crazy happened, and then you were like, "Oh shit," and forgot about it. But Jamie Foxx also, right? He got really, really sick, and his family members all came out and were saying their goodbyes. He was read his rights. It was on the news, and then he makes a full recovery. But then the Jamie Foxx they show us has like a huge head, like the Diddy that they're trying to show us in jail, right? Has this huge head, and then they make the movie. They clone Tyrone just to throw it in our face that was released at the same exact time.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely weird. Like, who was one of Meek Mill? You remember when Meek Mill went to prison? Came out, his tattoos were in different places.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, why is it? They showed them side by side. You see that in all these rappers that they start going.
Why would they? That such an obvious. That's obvious. I mean, that's meant to mess with people.
Well, I
right?
mean, like nothing is perfection, right? I mean, like,
yeah, but tattoos in different places is like the number one thing you would get right if you were trying to get it right, right?
Are they trying
Tom
to
McDonald,
get it right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Tom McDonald claims that's why all these rappers are getting tattoos on their face now, is so that they can't be cloned as easily.
Now that's
a great answer, dude. Wow.
Well, because what? I mean, you clone them, then they're alive, and you got to convince them for them to get a face tat?
No.
And you got to get a tattoo artist to be like, yo, can you tat this clone?
Well, yeah, but the point is, like, they won't, because it will make their life harder. Yeah. We can't clone Tom McDonald. Dude, he's got a million face tats.
So,
yeah, I'm with you.
Can I share this, Johnny?
Please do. XG, can you share it?
How long till you get a face tat, Sam?
I talked about I'd get a face tat tomorrow if I knew that one would be interesting and put on my face. It wouldn't be big. It would be like a tiny thing here. But I'm 53, dude. People are going to give me shit.
You could be like the game and get a butterfly tattooed on your face.
No, that'd be I got to go, okay, what's the symbolism behind this? I Google, what is the occult symbolism behind this? Can't do that. What's this? Can't do that.
Well, the butterfly symbolism is pretty bad. So... But this is a trailer that Eminem came out with very recently, last year or the year before. And it was a trailer for a new album coming out. And I want you guys to tell me what you hear him saying here.
Did you hear what it was saying?
He was saying, I am cloned, truth be told.
Here, watch it again. Let's see it again, dude.
Okay, let me share it again.
He was on the list, right?
What do you mean?
He's on the Jeffrey Epstein list.
Is he?
Yeah,
Let's hear. Hold on, shut up. We gotta hear it.
I am cloned, truth be told.
Damn. Johnny, why you got that look?
I could hear a million things there, I guess. I don't know.
Damn, Johnny.
That's
what I got to deal with all the time.
Johnny's got good hearing, though.
Johnny's just shitting in our birthday cakes.
I couldn't hear it very well over the feed.
Yeah, sure.
It's good to have a skeptic. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run it in CapCut or one of those things that gives you automatic captions. And
I wish you had. I would love to see you present that to people who, without priming us first, without saying anything and just asking us what we think it is.
So I did do that. I have it posted on my Instagram page, and the guy got it. We played
Somebody
it twice.
got it?
And he was like, "Is he saying I'm a clone? I am clone truth." Oh my god!
They got to tell you that, right? It's almost like the Beatles with their cover where they're trying to tell you that Paul McCartney died.
What do you think? So what's the clone's end of that? Like, why is the clone trying to get it out without? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's his motivation as a clone?
I'm a real boy. Maybe, I don't know, dude. Maybe one of those times.
But wouldn't he want people to think he is the original? Like, why would he want people to think? You get me?
I do get you. Have you guys heard Tila Tequila go off on her rant about being a clone?
No,
but you know Sounds that awesome. Real quick. I want to hear about that, but You know that she's the guy that the lead of the Smashing Pumpkins says he was banging her and she shapeshifted.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yes,
Imagine
I
if
talk about that a lot.
Imagine if you hit it so hard she turned into a reptilian.
I think that they have a cloaking device, and during an intimate moment like that, your guards let down, and so he was able to see what she really looks like.
I wonder if he kept going.
No, he made her come. That's why. That's how you know the reptilians, that you make them come. If you don't make them come, you're out of luck, dog.
Is that why not all women squirt?
Johnny's disgusted by this anti-Christian talk.
Okay, share screen here. Let me see. Share. Okay, so here is Tila Tequila, and her internet is a little bad, but you guys will definitely get it.
Darling, Elizabeth, and the ring, and the cloning sentences. That's right. You expose all disgusting, sadistic. That is all. I shall save that for another time. But, however, I shall repeat that was just an introduction to the reptilian family, leading all the way back. That is just one part of it. The reptilian family resides all the way back to ancient times, so which they think they feel like they are the divine chosen one. From whom, may I ask? Definitely not God. Reptilians. They feed on bloodlust, children, the ring, recently busted. Oh, it's been going on for centuries.
Wow.
The cloning centers?
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, damn, that was actually not the beginning where she says, because I have a clip and I guess I pulled up the wrong one, but she says, "That's right, darling, the cloning centers." And then she says, "That person you saw on MTV, that was actually a clone of me. The real me has been stuck here while the clone of me has been out there living the greatest life ever."
Wow.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
Because she had like a big OD, right?
Oh, she was on Celebrity Rehab, right?
She had her own show.
Right, but did she have an OD? Like,
By the way, the picture they show you reminds you of like all the porn stars from the 80s, right? And then
yeah, dude. Tila Tequila nearly died after brain aneurysm and drug overdose.
Oh shit, cocaine?
So that's what all these people
2012.
have in common too.
Oh, pills.
2012.
Jeez Louise. It's so dark.
Or maybe that's when they cloned her.
Yeah, that's what
Maybe
I'm
she
thinking,
actually fucking died and they're like, just clone that bitch.
We gotta keep her on Tequila of Love or something
Dude,
like that.
at one point it was a big show. I remember.
It was a big show. She's dating like Junior Seau. She was living the best life.
So interesting, this story, too. It says, according to the source, Tequila 30 suffered a brain aneurysm in the middle of the night, and to cope with the pain, she took 2 bottles of unspecified heavy prescription drugs. Something don't add up there. Like, oh, I'm having a brain aneurysm, so I'm just going to down 2 bottles. That'll
and just walk it off?
Yeah, like what the...
Keep reading it, though, Johnny. It gets even way fucking more
Tila
weirder.
threw up all over her bed after overdosing and felt like she was dying. I mean, you have a brain aneurysm, you are dying. She was screaming for help and in desperation broke her bedroom window and attempted to jump out, revealed the source, who added that a friend came over and after receiving text, found her convulsing on the bed. It was terrifying for Tila, and death was knocking at her door, the source said. She was in 2 hospitals for a span of a week and still not in perfect health, blah, blah, blah.
She looks wrecked now. Man,
They all do, right?
They all do, dude. But it's very interesting about Eminem. Like, his vibe is totally different. Like, when the Eminem I knew wouldn't take a knee in the Super Bowl to start Problem. I mean, you're totally right. He has a totally different vibe to the point where you go, old Eminem is great. Now, as artists, we all get older. We kind of change what matters to us, what we talk about. But man, he's totally different, dude.
And he can grow a beard now. I don't know if that's part of cloning, when you're cloned, you can grow a beard. I don't know. He can grow a nice beard. And
I,
I remember
think he's had a beard before.
he was always very shit. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't, but he never had that 5 o'clock shadow where it's me and
But again, it gets into why did they pick Eminem? You know, I mean, he
had so much influence.
Right, like he
had so much influence.
The Tiger Woods of rapping.
Yeah, you had bleached hair everywhere. I even knew a kid that got a backwards E tattooed on it.
Oh, Johnny?
So it's like
that's his tramp stamp.
Have you guys heard of a rapper named Kid Buu?
Yeah.
I don't know any of this guy's music, but he's come up in my I Am a Clone thing because this guy is actually on video talking about it. And then he did a Instagram live where he had his clone come and sit down next to him, which, I mean, I'm a master when it comes to graphics and stuff. So like, I'm really skeptical about that. But the fact that he's openly out talking about it and getting into like details about what specific clone he is, and I find it very interesting. And I did pull up a video if you guys wanted to see anything about him.
Oh, wait up! Before you pull up, where are the cloning centers? Has anybody ever mentioned if they're California, New York, in the middle of nowhere?
I mean, they did find that place in Arizona with all the body parts.
Oh shit!
That could
He's saying that there's multiple cloning centers, facilities throughout, and I don't think it really matters where they would be. He says that they tend to be in underground military bases. And then you have Will Smith, who is at the red carpet, one of these red carpet things, and they were talking about that place they go to every single night. And he had mentioned the cloning center to Will Smith, and Will was like, "Hey, we don't talk about that." And then they just kind of moved on.
Wait, was it John Legend there or somebody?
Well, John Legend was with Christian.
Yeah.
That's a different
Tegan,
thing, yeah.
and they Christian's like,
about?
"Where's the weirdest?" It was like the weirdest question. What's the craziest things you guys have done together? And they're like, "Well, there was that Obama party," and John Legend's like, "We don't talk about that."
Yeah,
it was sex in the Obama plane, actually. Is what she was talking about. And that's another one, man. If you go through her Instagram, or not Instagram, but the X Twitter account that she had, oh man, some of the stuff that she says is really gross.
Now, not to get too far off of clones, but how deep are you into they're all trans in Hollywood?
So I actually somebody had just brought this up to me, and I don't want to look ridiculous like the fittest flat earther and get into that.
Did you see somebody went after him and said he was Timothy McVey?
Oh fuck!
Yes, yeah. I thought it was great.
And then his wife is Nichols. It was so funny, dude.
He was going to come on my show, and then he started attacking all my friends, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? These people helped you get to where you are. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You're part of the agenda too, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, he is. He's. I think he's there to make everybody look stupid.
Yeah,
I think he's a 3-letter agency for sure. He's not. I mean, he was going to come on my show, and then he said the only reason I'm agreeing to come on your show is because you had a picture of the Mason logo and it says gay, and I was like, oh, okay,
all right.
But I'm friends with Hibbler, and he talks shit about Hibbler, and I'm friends with a lot of people he started going off on, and I'm like, why are you doing this, dude? These people like were supporting you.
Yeah, well, he said I'm Sir Francis Bacon, based off a drawing because we both have dark circles under our eyes. It was so hilarious, dude. And he's just an idiot, dude. And so he was taking personal DMs from me and him and putting them out. And you know,
anytime you do that, you're off my trust list. Like chicks that you see post other guys' DMs to them and stuff. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
you're a
not cool.
scumbag.
Yeah.
There's no honor.
No. Posting texts. Like,
there's no honor at all.
Yeah, recording with your metas, no fucking honor.
Don't record anything. I don't know what that means.
Your metas, you guys got all mad that I was
His glasses when he was recording us without us knowing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, exactly.
What a scumbag.
Exactly right.
You know? Yeah, it's interesting, dude. I mean, that Jimmy Carter shit was crazy, dude.
Sam, I'll send you some of his more interesting audio letters that he did, because the organic robotoids isn't the only crazy thing he talks about. I just happened to come across him years ago when I was researching the clone thing, because, you know, rapper B.O.B. came out talking about the clones as well as flat earth. And I'm like, yo, this guy is about to make all of his dreams come true. He's doing songs with Lil Wayne. He's getting #1. He's hitting the charts almost every month. And then he just comes out and says, the world is flat. And by the way, the Eminem's a clone. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you sabotage yourself unless this is an intelligent person, you know?
Yeah, dude. And he kind of disappeared for a while, right? Like,
dude, he came and did a show in Sacramento at this place called Harlow's, and it's like this really janky club.
We played Harlow's. That was one of that's where the PG&E people came.
Yeah, I remember that.
And creeped us out. The one with the big tits.
Oh, now I remember.
Yes.
Actually, you know what's so funny? That was the last night I ever drank.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Actually, that one shot that you took, it was one shot.
And I told you it wasn't a shot, and then I had to make amends to you that.
Yeah, and I was like, I was looking at you, I was like, I don't care. It's like, I'm doing this for me, mostly, you idiot. And I was like, all right.
I don't even know how long ago that was. That was the last time I ever tasted alcohol.
2-3 years.
No, 2-3 years? Are you nuts? It's gotta be like 7 or 8.
No, you're right. It's when I first started doing stand-up. No, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was during right after the Paradise Fires.
Yes. It was right when I found out about you guys, because a coworker of mine, I was pissed off because I'm like, dude, every time somebody tries to go deep, Joe Rogan like changes the subject. And he's like, well, have you ever heard of Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli? And I was like, no. And I started listening to it. And I was like, that day I was like, oh man, this guy does the same podcast that I do. And that was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And he went and saw you guys and told me it was a great show. He's all, yeah, Eddie's a flat earther like you. He opens up, he's all, don't tell girls you're a flat earther, you don't get pussy.
So which is really, whenever I ask, hey, any girls here believe in flat earth, they raise their hand. I'm like, your points just went up 3 or 4.
In that room, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So I feel like we're in this kind of place now where everything is coming out. I mean, you got me believing in clones. I think and now I believe anything is possible. Like anything is possible. Anything you see in the movies is possible. Hardwiring mysticism, dude. And it's just like Gary Wayne said. And you see these scientists doing it all the time. He's like, there's certain sins you can't come back from. And one of them is producing life. And I was like, oh, great, I got kids. No, he's like, no, dude. Creating like a Frankenstein. Like creating a life outside of the God-chosen path of, through the womb. And so
like
now...
a homunculus.
Yeah, a homunculus and all that stuff. And then you kind of go into, like, is this what clones are?
Yeah, 100%. It's a middle finger to God. It is manipulating God's natural DNA into what these beasts of the field, aka Nephilim, the Raphaim, whatever you give the name you give them, that's what they're trying to do right now. It says in the days of Noah, right? So back then they were manipulating the DNA so that they themselves could become gods. And that's the biggest thing in the new age religions today, is you yourself are God, right?
Well, it's like CRISPR. I mean, you're still kind of trying to be God, even with CRISPR. You're not really.
You're manipulating DNA.
Yeah. Even if it's.
That stuff is scary, man. That stuff is. Have you ever seen a kid that is from CRISPR, where not even the CRISPR, but like where parents, like you'll have 2 same-sex parents, and they'll go and they'll be like, okay, I want these genes with this, this, and this. And I know somebody in my life that has a kid like that, and I really hope they don't listen to this show. But like their kid does not seem like it has a soul to me. It's a different. There's just something different about that kid.
I wonder. Yeah, that could be into NPC shit too. It's like I think there's a lot of people here that are not don't have souls, and they're just NPCs.
Because what do? You're taking out a certain gene from out of there.
Yeah, and there is a God gene too, right?
Yeah, what if you get the wrong gene? Yeah. That? Or you take the wrong gene out. You're trying to take the gene where your kid has green eyes, but you get the wrong one. Kid has no soul.
I think the last of the taboo subjects right now is fallen angels. No, I think people are talking about fallen angels. Flat Earth, nukes, are still there. We got somebody on this show that doesn't.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, I guess dinosaurs, but that's more of a religious thing. What else is left? Hitler is kind of still a big issue, but I think
that's a scary one too.
That is a scary one because just talking about it can get you excommunicated from everywhere you go. Right?
Yeah, I lost a best friend over it, man, because I did get kind of bad there. After I watched Europa, I fed into it, and I had to apologize to my audience. You know, like I was like, oh shit, I got duped again. Not only did I get duped with Q, but I got duped with this whole Hitler's been the greatest guy ever, and you know he was really trying to change the world for the good, and it's not the way it is.
Yeah, I totally agree. What else is super taboo right now? Babylonians. So
I'm not sure if taboo is the word though, right?
For I mean, there's certain things. Nukes, flat Earth, Hitler, Babylonians. Those are anything.
Moon landing's still kind of up there.
I think a lot of people are secretly believe this.
Yeah, but still secretly, like you still have to.
But I mean, like something if you bring up in the middle of a normie conversation will not only end the conversation, but probably end your friendship.
Yeah, flat Earth, 100%. That's
flat Earth is like that. Again.
I don't think the nuke things is there because I think most people would be kind of interested in your take on it. Like, oh, interesting.
Okay, maybe nukes, but I
don't think people get in their emotions about nukes. Do you get me? Like, I don't.
Maybe
COVID.
Yeah, because you're not founded in nuclear weapons, right? But when somebody tells you that the world isn't the shape that you've thought it was your entire life, they're actually challenging your intelligence.
And one of the smartest people I know in the world is Kurt Metzger, and he's like a supercomputer. He still can't go. Oh, viruses is the other one. Viruses.
That's
viruses is the other one that just people cannot understand it. Flat Earth.
What about
Hitler.
Kurt?
He's still a virus guy, and he's still around.
Smartest guy, you know. You said that might be an indicator to you. Maybe
he's pretty smart.
No,
man.
I'm saying maybe listen to him. You know, maybe he's got an idea or two.
No, but
that doesn't give you any pause that the smartest guy you know. Okay.
No, because things that he didn't believe 3 years ago, he now believes. Okay. Because it's this process that you go down once you start to go down rabbit holes.
Yeah, it's fits and starts, though. You'll admit. I mean, like he's talking about with Q. Like some people believe that, and now they don't.
Well, okay.
So, Johnny, here's the thing: is like you guys asked me about the "is everybody trans" thing. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole yet because it probably is true, and I don't want to be out there talking about it, right?
You don't want to see the pictures of them transitioning,
dude. That's taboo for sure.
With flat Earth, man, it's just there are so many truths about it that the globe just doesn't hold a candle, and I think that these really smart people, like yourself included, Johnny, don't want to go down there and be the crazy person.
Well, I mean, speaking of literally going down there, I mean, you have Jaron, who was one of the best proponents of the flat Earth. Now debate. He just did a debate with what's the guy's name that we had on the pod? Who I quite like.
Yeah, I forgot what his name is. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, they just had a debate on, and now he's doing debates as someone defending the globe.
Yeah,
because he went to Australia and saw Antarctica, and saw the sun circle the sky.
I still don't know how that is a proof of that.
What do you? I mean, it doesn't fit.
And I have friends that were offered to go do that in his place, and he ended up going. People have their price.
So you think those guys were bought? Is what you're saying, Jaron?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people have their price.
Now, do you think they did not see that, or them change? They were paid to change their opinion.
There was all kinds of fury going around with that entire experiment, and I'm already grounded, and like I believe we live in a hollowed out, simulated flat realm that's run by ancient reptilians and fallen angels.
I'm listening.
Witsit, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, Witsit. Yeah.
And so I'm not like grounded into this. The Earth is flat because I also believe that it's simulated, so it could be simulated into anything that you believe it could be. But there is no evidence for a spherical Earth. There's just not. And with the whole debate where they went out there and did anything, I've already decided there's no point in me putting any more of my energy into this debate. There's other things that I could be talking about because I'm already it's not even that I believe the earth is flat. I know that it is. There's no shaking me.
And it gets to the point where it's like, really, what you believe about round earth, you've never experienced. It's what you've been told and how to interpret data.
If Johnny, if like let's say NASA for some reason finally admitted, all right, we never went to the moon.
NASA, okay.
Never admitted.
If they decided to just light all their money on fire.
They said we never went to the moon. Would you maybe believe that the Earth's flat?
If NASA decided to burn all their billions of dollars that they launder through their organization.
Yeah.
Like I mean, because if we never went on the moon, then that's back to NASA lying about everything. So if we, because I know
it's Nashah, it's literally the word to deceive in Hebrew.
Yeah. So
Johnny, if we could leave Earth, then why are all these billionaires building bunkers?
I have nothing to do with this. The space program, I doubt from its conception. Like I don't.
Johnny once went to space camp for a week and didn't shit once.
That's true. Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
A whole week.
How do you not know? I mean, yeah, it's like their most famous story.
They should have looked into you. They should have looked into you.
Johnny has superpowers.
Dude, I wanted to go to space camp so bad. Johnny, my grandma worked for JPL her whole life.
Snaps.
In Pasadena.
Well, you're on the list now. You're suspicious.
Retired from. So, and it's funny because when I was little, I used to be really scared of aliens. And one night I was crying because I didn't want to go to bed and my grandma was visiting. And I was like, the aliens. And my dad is like, they're not effing real. And shut the door. And I hear my grandma through the door. She says, now, Brian, honey, you know that's not true. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just freaked out even more. But yeah, no. So me being a flat earther is kind of crazy with my grandma working at JPL, because still to this day, I have so-called satellite glossies from these satellites in a binder that my grandma would send me all the time. And it's all bullshit, man. Like,
your grandma was psyoping you, dude. That's crazy.
Or maybe she was psyoped.
She was compartmentalized. You know, most of those people that work for those organizations really think that they're doing what they're doing.
But think about this, dude. Think about it on a larger scale. Google, right? You Google something, you read it, you believe it's true. Most people do that. So if this stuff is presented to them as employees, unless his grandma's running it, she may not know what she's looking at. You know, it's like what Bill Cooper said about all the documents he was handed. They wanted him to see that crazy shit so he could go talk about it and tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
About the aliens and all that stuff. I don't know, man. Aleister Crowley said they'll come, angels and demons will come under a different name. And it's probably aliens.
I agree. You know, and your boys, the Nephilim Death Squad, are hitting on that really hard lately. And I think they make some really, really good points about what is to come. So definitely think we need to get right with our, with whoever our higher power is, because there's crazy things at foot.
Yeah. It's a demonic. I mean, at some point, God's going to flip the table.
I'd like to flip it. I want to be a part of that.
I'm just going to hope I'm right. I mean, I wish we could find out our score. Bro, you're down 3,000 points. How can I get back?
You know that doesn't matter.
I know. I mean, that's the beauty of it. You can repent, but still, I'd like to be right with the Lord. I'd like to be.
I know we got off of clones here, but
dude, we can always go back.
Yeah.
Wrap this up, but I did want to play this Kid Buu video for you guys because he's saying some pretty interesting stuff. So do you guys mind if I play that?
Yeah,
real
let's
quick?
do it.
He's a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a rapper. I couldn't tell you one single song that he does.
Me either.
He's not that big, but that's how he got big, from his stupid.
Oh, I've seen this
claims.
guy. I've seen this guy. Yeah, great haircut.
Johnny, you look so great with that haircut.
You imagine if he was fighting the Indians, they would love to scalp him. Like, he's the first guy. Like, I scalp him.
The Rochambeauing. Yeah. Dude, imagine being like the tattoo artist. What do you want me to do? On your forehead? Are you sure?
Yeah, you're going to have to sign a waiver, bro.
Okay. I guess you were born in Jersey?
Yeah. Originally, my first gen. I'm a second gen now. That's why you see the celebrity bursts say I'm born in Toronto, but that's false. My first gen was born in Jersey. However, I was cloned by Clonate in Canada. The model number is 0112568. If anyone wants to see the registration and Clonate.
Okay.
It's like, are you buying that? Look at that look right there. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, dude. I just don't know why the clones are talking about it.
You know, if you Google that, something comes up called Sigma Aldrich, and it is it's so interesting. It's what is it? Okay, I Googled that number he put in, and it said clone model number 0112568.
Whoa.
But what comes up is okay. Let me hold on.
I love Johnny actually doing the research right here on the show.
That's why he's here. I touch my phone, people scream.
Before he looks at
speaking of clones, go on.
It's so interesting. It's just
full
a
on clone
list
right
of,
here.
like E. coli and stuff.
Do clones have like full on human functions? Like they cry, they take shits, they throw up. Like you can, because my thing is like hold them off. If you can't just hold them off for 24 hours, that's what I'm asking. Do clones do they have the same human functions? They got to go to sleep for 8 hours.
I don't know about human functions, but the easiest way to spot a clone is that they don't have a belly button because there is no need for one.
Oh yeah, right.
Whoa!
He should have shown his belly. If he's listening, I'll send you $100 to show us your belly.
I think
yeah. Do you have a Patreon or something?
Yeah.
Belly buttons only.
Show us your belly button. But wouldn't that be in the clone though? If it's everything in your body.
I don't know. So rapper B.O.B. even has a song. He said in it, the hook is "Show your belly button if you ain't a clone. Show your belly button if you ain't a clone."
Oh damn, dude!
Oh wait, he's got his shirt off.
I'm
this
homegrown.
Okay, let's see if we can see him.
You found him?
Well, I got him with no shirt on, but I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see if his belly button comes into play at any point. Let me. It's an awfully shitty quality stream that he's on.
Is everybody's shit?
Let's see if do you have this? Do you see this?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can get the audio.
By Clonate and Canada.
Here. Let's see if we can see a belly button.
Yo, come over here. Sure you want me to do this? Yeah, that shit. Go ahead.
Oh, is this him doing like some split screen shit?
What y'all gotta say now? You see him? We got the same tattoos, same hair, same genetic structure. Look at my clone. Go ahead. What do you gotta say now? I mean, I'll wait all day.
I guess you were born in Jersey?
Oh, so he actually, that is, I mean, if we're to believe him, then that was his clone we just saw.
Yeah, thank you, Johnny. But the question is there a possibility of doing that on a live, was it a live stream?
Oh,
it was live on Instagram because the first thing I said when somebody had sent that to me, I was like, oh, I could easily do that with a split screen.
Yeah.
But then they were like, it's live on Instagram. And that was before we were able to use StreamYard and Zoom and stuff to
do it on a board.
Feed in.
You can do that, Johnny, on a live stream.
Yeah, you could have a green screen for half the screen with a video playing on that half of the screen, like
that lines up perfectly like that.
If you put in a few minutes to align it, yeah, you could.
Skeptical Johnny is bad.
Do I think this guy has the knowledge to do it? No, somebody else obviously helped him with it.
Do they actually touch each other, like shake each other's hands?
No, they don't. They don't cross that midline. What would be the mid? I'm running, scrolling it right now.
I found a shirtless picture of him.
Does he have a belly button?
Yeah, but
it looks like a weird belly button, but it's definitely belly button.
If you believe him, though, his clone is out in the world, so you could not be seeing his clone. You could be seeing the original.
So that's him right there. That's a weird belly button.
But there's weird shit below it too.
Yeah, he's got weird, like he's got like a
scar or something.
You know, like that tummy from the mommies.
You guys remember Tara Reid?
Yeah.
They say that she is a clone, and her belly button is like way up, like next to the bottom of her rib cage. Yeah.
Let's see that.
Did you see that video of her the other day?
Drunk?
Yeah, with that guy, and she tried to blame that guy for essaying her or whatever. And then the video, thank God for that guy, that video came out, and she's she said, I only had one drink, and he dosed it. And this bitch was just pounding, like, good. And then, like, they had to wheelchair her ass out of there. I mean, and she would have let that guy burn. Just burn it.
So when that stuff happens, those false SA allegations, everyone wants the woman to go to jail for as long as the guy did. But if you do that, you'll never have these women come out.
Half the time. I say half the time.
No, you can't. They got to do like a month. You cannot throw them away forever.
You got to do something because then now all these girls just
now they caught a felony, and they're known as the liar. But if you throw them in for too long, they're never going to come out and admit they lied. So you have to minimalize that kind of punishment, because you'd rather get somebody innocent out of jail than to throw a guilty person in jail. Why the innocent guy's still in jail?
Yeah.
I mean, so we need these people you need to make it so they can come out and admit they're wrong. The minute they start scaring, they're going to do 3 years, 5 years. They're never going to come out.
100%. Yeah.
That's why they get no time.
Yeah, I get what you mean. If it's hard to prove, and then you got to go to jail for not proving it.
Well, if you go to jail for a false allegation, and then the woman wants to admit it, but she doesn't want to do a long jail term, you throw her 2 months, 3 months, and then she's right back out. But at least the innocent guy is out.
Oh, he's a Raelian too.
He's what?
He's one of that Raelian religion. That Buu guy, that Kid Buu guy, whatever his name. Yeah, the rapper. He's that religion that thinks that there's like an extraterrestrial species known as the Elohim.
Isn't that humanity. What they say Elon Musk is too, or like
maybe?
Isn't it the guy that they worship something like Musk?
There's no. It's an atheistic religion. They believe that there was this race of like aliens that created.
It's anything but God, right? Anything but God. Man, this has been a crazy episode. Yeah, dude. I feel like we got 4 things left, and then I don't know what we're going to talk about if everyone starts believing everything.
Yeah, truly, there'll be new stuff.
Let's end on some Epstein stuff because it's hot now. I think it's going to be hot for a long time. I think somehow, some way, these last 3 million emails are getting out.
Well, you didn't hear that they only gave us 2%, supposedly, if we're going to believe what the government says.
Oh, my God. How did this guy have any time unless kids with all this fucking emailing he's doing?
Where are you getting the 3? I haven't seen the 3 million number. Like, where are you? Because I've seen what you just said, that by file size, we've gotten like a mere fraction
2%,
by file size.
Will you look up Jeffrey Epstein 3 million emails?
My thing is, what's considered a file? Is that a thread?
Well, Johnny
is that
was
a thread?
saying this,
is that an
right?
email?
It's basically anybody who sent anything in.
Yeah, well, there is a section that they released that is anybody who sent a tip in, anonymously or otherwise, like is also included that. But they identified that was where all the Trump stuff came under that umbrella of not all the.
Are we giving validity to all of these Epstein files too?
That's what
I'm not.
That's what I'm saying.
I think some of them
because
are
I think it's
purposefully.
very, very. Yeah, I think it's very weird that they're even doing this to begin with. Like, at what point is the government going to implode on itself purposely?
Yeah. Because if the government implodes, does the Constitution go with that? And then once there's no Constitution, they come in and do a whole new set of rules that don't include free speech and don't include the right to carry arms. You know?
How is it that the Constitution even holds anything as far as weight goes anymore? Because any of these corrupt people could just get in there and be like, you know what? I don't like this anymore. Like, no, you guys can't have guns. But the Constitution, I don't give a fuck about a piece of paper. That's like a restraining order against a murderer. You know, it's like, what good is it going to do? It's a piece of paper. There's got to be some sort of magical binding thing in.
Yeah, it's codified, right?
Paper.
Which means they can't change it by their own rules. They can't change it.
I got where you're getting the number from. The DOJ originally said way back when that there were possibly up to 6 million pages, whatever a page is, potentially responsive to the Transparency Act, but they've only released 3.5 million, so that would leave 2.5 million. Like, if
and now he's saying there's only 2% of them
by file size. That's so, which suggests that it's
the second
videos.
half is
it's
just
videos. Yeah,
that, and I've said this. That's where all the darkness is. That's where all the darkness is.
And you can't release that either. Like, you can't. I mean, how? What do you have them? What, go in and someone literally? Do we want that?
Like blur the you mean blur the faces out?
I would want stills with nothing but of faces of like politicians and people in power. And yeah, I want that, but I don't think I even want to see a censored snuff film or something. You know what I mean? Like,
but someone's got to watch it.
I get what you're saying, Johnny, but yeah, somebody's got to watch it. What about these incredible autistic kids that were breaking down all of the 8chan and 4chan Q breakdowns? Like, let them take a look at this stuff and decipher what it is.
Yeah, the autistics will save us.
Yes, absolutely. They're freaking supermen and women.
Yeah, there are autistic women out there. Brad, great show, dude. Katlilist, great show, dude. Beat both of those. Great show, dude. Glad you came on. Hope you had a good time. We'll do it again soon, dude. One more time, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, Katillist Jones, White Rabbit Podcast. You guys can find me everywhere where you consume your podcast. Keep a lookout on me because I think Sam just talked me into putting something back up on YouTube. And I do want to say something out there for anybody that's experiencing the shadow ban and not getting where you want to get. Keep at it, man, because it's been a dream of mine to be on this show for 6 years, and I kept being persistent, and I did it. And here we are. So don't give up, guys. You can make it.
You're the man, Katlilist. I love you, buddy. You're the best. All right, let's break down the episode. All right, what'd you guys think of Katillist Jones?
Good pod.
Yeah, good one.
I thought it was a great one. I loved it. I love those times where you kind of can go anywhere with a guest, and you know, we dropped some truth bombs, some real truth bombs, dude.
He's way into the cloning thing. I didn't even know that was like that. I'm not sure about that rapper guy, but some of those were pretty interesting to me, like compelling as like a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, the belly button, that made me question.
You ever seen Sam's belly button?
No. No, don't.
Okay. Yeah. You guys, there you go. I got you guys to see it. See, free. I was all free for you guys. You
guys are jerking off to my belly button now.
Show.
Oh, I knew it was that good. I knew it. I knew it, man. So
I almost
good.
thought he was a clone, but he's not.
Sam's jizz trap.
Mother Nature's jizz trap.
Sam's hairy jizz trap.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, great episode.
That would suck.
I thought it was rocking. I do think Donald Marshall is a little crazy. Yeah. He's like, I wrote every song.
Yeah.
Imagine being like, staying alive. Someone's like, dude, we could use that. We could use that as a song. Think about how many songs there are. And you're like, I came up with every song. Okay, you lost me at that. Yeah. But I do think a lot of the other stuff at this point, is anything not on the table?
No, bro.
You know, it's like, I'm open-minded to it. Let me know what you think.
The line has moved so far from where it was, 5 years ago?
No, how about 3 years ago?
3 years ago, sure.
COVID we brought up satanic panic.
Panic.
Yeah, have you ever seen the theory about Mrs. Doubtfire? How that's
crazy,
fucking wild.
dude.
It looks exactly like that fucking teacher.
100%, dude.
Do you know what the theory is?
What?
Supposedly it's to traumatize the kids that were in it. Imagine you're that kid that got molested by that girl, and then you go watch.
So
Mrs.
they made
Doubtfire.
a movie for like 3 people.
Yeah. No, there was a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Or what?
Johnny, respect the victims.
Yeah.
God, you're so cold sometimes.
No, I mean, that's just...
Did you like the movie, Johnny? That's a weird movie.
Mrs. Doubtfire was fire.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
I mean, Robin Williams was an all-time great.
He was a star.
I feel like...
Right there,
I'm going to
Jim Carrey.
say something that's going to piss Johnny off.
Oh, no.
I feel Ryan Reynolds was almost that talented. Like,
Why would that piss me off?
Well, because he's turned out to be a real asshole.
Is he?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Or is it just his girl that's making
No, the Blake Lively stuff.
But that's him. That's his girl.
I don't know about that, dude.
Girl can twist you up, man. Make you a dickhead.
So you're just sending paragraphs to everybody shitting on this guy?
No, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's just like...
But she could be... I just imagine her like standing over his shoulder. Now say this. Yeah.
With her strap on. Get it right. Or get it now.
This doesn't come out until you finish typing.
Right?
Ryan.
That's the saddest thing, dude. Is like this guy that I thought was like absolutely the perfect person. I mean, insanely good looking.
If you want to be able to sit down while you're watching your soccer team play over there.
You want to not walk funny on Death Pool 7, you better send this text.
The floating Tesla bikes, by the way, Those are fake. I looked.
Oh, come on, Johnny. I hate
Sorry,
you.
man.
The show.
It's AI.
I
People
hate
are
you
just
on this.
dude. People are presenting AI stuff as if it's real all the time now.
Why
And
can't
it's
we
so
have
frustrating?
cool? Like, stop giving us shitty shit.
Just stop
Give
lying
us cool
to us.
shit. Stop lying, dude. I don't know how you do it with the First Amendment, but if someone's constantly lying, you should take them off the platform. Like, dude, they do that now with basketball. Like, they'll be like, Stern or Silver shuts the WNBA. Season's over. You're like, that never happened.
The problem is who decides who's lying.
Tom Brady's going to play for the Raiders. You're like, that's just a total fucking lie.
Yeah.
It's just you're lying for clout, and it's like annoying. So I know.
Mugshotties just started doing it, bro. Putting AI stuff up there and skits and stuff.
Oh, dude, that's bullshit.
Mugshotties.
If they're not hot criminals for real, I want nothing to do with
Did you
it.
see that one where that girl, the guy was like videoing her in the cop car, and he was like, "Was it worth it?" And she was like, "Yeah, it was." And it made it look like she wrecked that guy.
That guy's car.
Yeah, that was totally fake.
Oh, they splice stuff together?
No, it was AI apparently in a sketch or something.
Get out of here.
But here's and I've said it. How long till there's a software where I can upload this video and figure out if it's AI or not? Like
it's
an
coming.
app.
It's coming.
Yeah, where I download
That's
this.
what's going to happen. You're going to need AI to battle AI.
Yeah, AI has to be on top of AI
An
to be
arms
like,
race. Yeah.
huh?
An arms race of AI.
Yeah,
that's where it's going to go. I'm not an AI maximus at all. I think some of it is Shadow in the Cave for sure. But I think, guys, go to samtripoli.com. Grab your tickets to see me in Vegas. Those are free tickets, by the way. Bakersfield, Yuma, Hollywood, Batavia. Come on down.
What was that one in a library?
I'm doing my old improv troupe.
That's the one that's in the library? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool, dude.
It's just I told him, listen.
Is it going to be clean? Like, is it?
Well, there's going to be a bunch of people from the synagogue there. Yeah. And I'm like, if you tell me to be clean, I can work clean. Other people doing dick jokes in rehearsal, I'm like, what are you guys doing? You guys are going to piss these.
You've been rehearsing? Well, on Zoom?
I've been to a couple rehearsals.
On Zoom? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really hard.
Yeah, but
I
with
told
the
them, I'm like,
timing, it's rough.
you're doing what, 10 games? You're doing like 12 games? If I'm in 1 or 2, I'm fine. I don't need to be in lot. I just want to come see everybody. I'm really just hanging out.
Oh, dude, it'd be nice if you could like actually record it and actually post it.
I'm sure someone's going to record it and they're going to put it out.
What's it called again? Your group?
The Mutiny.
Mutiny. I like
Johnny,
that.
can I send you something real quick? I'm going to send it to you if you can.
My phone or email?
I'll send it to your phone.
If you could send it to email, it would get done faster.
You doing old school fucking skits or something?
We're doing improv games.
No, but the video you're sending, is it an improv video?
Oh yeah, have you seen it?
No.
It's so funny how bad it is, dude. These people doing the improv, it's so bad. And okay, Johnny, I gotta send it this way. My email doesn't work. It's so funny, dude, and it's so bad, and it makes me laugh. And it's just, I'm just gonna tell you, this is why woke works in Hollywood. You watch this, and you'll be like, oh, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Johnny just gave it to you. It's super fun. As you're looking at Batavia, and then the big show. That's right, everybody. The big show. I'm going to be at the mothership. We're all going to be at the mothership. Very excited. The booths are already sold out. The more expensive ones are sold out. That's cool to see. So grab your tickets now because it looks like the tickets are selling like hotcakes. Like hotcakes. Hotcakes. And then if you go to, if you really want to support the show, there's a great way. We got new t-shirts coming out. We got posters. We got a new t-shirt, How I Got My News. Go check that out. That's very important. And then we just came up with a new t-shirt, so you're going to see that. Premium content is on fire, guys. I'm putting out 2 or 3 a week. It's the best you can get. It's more topical than the show is. This is more evergreen. Johnny, can you tell us a little bit about the investment Cash Daddies?
Yes, it's we have a patreon.com/cashdaddies. You can mostly find Howie Dewey there because he's the only one who knows anything about investing.
You know how to invest. You're pretty good at it.
I mean, he's actually a guy who passed his series exams and was worked on Wall Street, and you can really get inside kind of knowledge on investing and preparing for retirement, all that stuff. and he's also a funny person. So enjoy that. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm pulling up.
No, it's totally fine. And then go down. Chaos Twins are coming. I gotta watch that this week. And then all of our affiliates, guys. It's a really important show. It's Gold and Silver, Mineral King, Patrick, Aquacure, Hydrogen, Brown Gas, Harley Ray. My man, took my supplements today, Chemical Free Body, EMF. If you want a decentralized website, Prometheus, and then, of course, Brain Supreme. Anything else?
Hit that like button. Go check out my podcast, Extreme Marks the Spot. My co-host was in the GATE program, so we go down that rabbit
Big
hole.
Tits was in the Gates program?
Yep. I don't know why she didn't stay.
Yeah.
Big Tits.
She probably was too much of a rebel.
Did you drink some pink drink, Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny did. Johnny
she talks about that pink drink, too.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I it's funny. Sorry. No, I don't. It was all just.
It was all a dream.
Weird. I mean, the testing was weird for sure.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't turn into a MK Ultra sex kid. It's unbelievable. Good for you, Chili. You survived.
Imagine they would have made me into a trans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You'd be here having
Made you. You're already one. And just go samtribute.com. Back to
I got your thing here if you want.
Okay, let's watch this real quick.
All right, are you still in the, he's got to be in the Zoom for this. This is, you should have sent it to him.
Send it to him.
Send it to me.
I'm just going to send you the link actually, because that's the only way we found to do this.
I just gotta say the episode was great. Opened my eyes to cloning. It's like, why not, dude? We've been crushing these shows, dude. We've had nothing but great shows. We're in a real good stride. And the truth of the matter is, we could do this show forever because we're the news. We're basically the news.
Yeah, we're the news minus like standards and professionalism and
which is what I want in my nudes.
Anything resembling
in my
research.
nudes. That's what I want in my nudes.
Yeah.
Well,
I sent you the Zoom link. Actually, if you want to hop in on that,
the Zoom.
Yeah, and then you'll have for him to see it. I can play.
It was all a dream.
Is it audio that's most relevant, Sam? Would you say?
No, it's you gotta watch it.
Right.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's so hilariously bad.
Oh, okay. So it's really shitty.
It's so bad.
Like really shitty.
No, that's not it. That's a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, he's putting me in the Zoom meeting.
Oh, so you did get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is a Zoom in a Zoom.
No. Just one Zoom.
Let him in, Johnny.
He's not. I don't see him.
This is so much for
that computer of his is such a like that.
Yeah,
old
you
computer.
ruined our computer, you piece of shit.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Fuck, that's so crazy how long it takes to come up. All right, so now we share.
Okay, play it. It's so funny,
make sure you
dude.
mute yourself, actually.
This is so bad. It's so hilarious, dude. It's so bad. You guys are like, you made us watch this?
When was this? How long ago?
I don't know. Somebody sent it. It's not my
World's worst airline pilot.
Watch this. This is so bad.
This thing comes equipped with autopilot, right?
So bad. This guy's confidence in the middle.
These are your people?
No. No.
Drinks. 3.
Groundling's falling off.
10.
This thing is stick or manual?
By the way, the trans crushes every
Hey,
time.
who's this flight tower? He just keep yelling at me over the headset.
See, he gets nothing the whole time. That guy gets nothing.
How do I get this in on the ground?
She got nothing. This is so bad.
Shit, I forgot my keys.
What?
If you hit the birds, you get 5 points.
Here we go. This guy's getting.
Hang on tight, passengers. We're gonna do a barrel roll.
He got a little bit. He got a little bit.
It was him that was laughing.
Ooh, another plane. Let's say hi.
The trans just crushes
What did she say?
every time.
Yes, this is your captain speaking. Anyone a pilot?
This music, dude.
This guy Bob.
I decided we're gonna take a trip to the ocean for some fun.
Nothing, dude.
World's worst airline pilot.
Stop it. It's done.
So are those guys there to like try to get pussy?
No, they're there because they want to learn to act. And this is part of learning to act.
Yeah, it's a lot of people trying to get
But
comfortable on
so
stage and
bad.
stuff.
He's so fun. And it's like his wasn't that bad compared to everybody else. But dude, they iced that dude. And then the trans
all
came
bad,
on
yeah.
and just otanied every time.
I think partly because she said something about a stick, and she cut us off.
Is that playing? Let's go say hi.
Is that what she said? I didn't make that one out.
Yeah.
Oh God. Dude, most improv is brutal.
Johnny, not the mutiny.
Not the mutiny.
Not the mutiny,
Everybody
dude.
except I get secondhand.
It's called the Kill Bill of improv. That's how good it is.
I get
multi-layered.
Do you guys get secondhand embarrassment, like where you can't look at stuff sometimes if it's really? I get that, and I thought why I can't go to improv.
No, I start laughing harder.
Really? See, at movies and stuff, when shit's embarrassing, like that Nathan For You stuff, when it gets like I can't even look,
I can't stop laughing, dude.
I feel like a dog, after I ate.
Johnny, you are
the
a dog.
shoe or something.
All right, guys.
I got a dog in me, though.
Enjoy the highlights.
Here's a clip from the latest Broken Sim. We'll just play a little bit of this. It was originally Obama, which makes me think they work together. Obama went on this podcast.
100%, Johnny. Bang, bang, pow.
And they asked Obama, I'll just play the clip. They asked Obama about aliens. And this was his response to the question.
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not.
He's aged, huh?
What is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy.
Okay.
They hid it from the president of the United States.
So that was his
first of
response.
all, that's a lie. Okay, that's a lie. All right. There's literally a court case in which the employees of the base that Obama said doesn't exist filed a lawsuit against the U.S. government, their employers. That's a lie. Okay? That's a lie.
Okay.
Second of all, we've discussed this many times on many of my shows, okay, is that the real base isn't Area 51. That's just the smoke screen that everyone stares at. It's in the mountain. The mountain, like 10 miles away, is hollowed out.
Well, that is what he said, right? He said it's not at Area 51. He didn't say it's not.
I thought he said there's no Area 50. That's not real.
Well, I don't, because I think there is. I mean, I
Johnny,
think
watch
that's
it
public
again.
record, right? Yeah,
Let's watch
I
Charismatic
think he
Black
said
Man.
they're not underground. Is what he said.
Well, I mean, in the mountain is technically underground.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose it is. But yeah, here, I'll play it again, and then we'll play what Trump said in response.
Kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
Which to me is, I'm sure there's tons of things that are plausibly hidden from the president. I mean, that doesn't.
Yeah, I agree,
make me
Johnny.
Blink like that. They might not tell the president about something. So then someone asked President Trump on, I think it was.
I love this. Oh, that guy. He should have said that.
Yeah.
Should have said.
Yeah, here we go.
Just said.
Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
That's his lying face. Well, he kind of has that weird, like,
totally a smirk. Yeah,
that smirk where you smell a fart, but you're trying to figure out who did it.
Yeah, and you know it's you, so there's not really a mystery.
Like,
no, you're 100% right, dude. That's his
Today
face.
I was on a plane, Johnny, and like they gave me the worst seat. I was before the exit row. Couldn't go back. Bathroom right here.
Oh no.
Fat guy right next to me. And he was upset because he had a fat guy right next to him. So it was two fat guys sitting next to each other.
Wait, you're on the window or in the middle?
I'm in the aisle. And we're trying to position each other so we're nice to the other one and now overtaking it, but we got so little space we're both working with that we just ended up feeling each other up the whole shit.
Oh,
so I got felt up by a fat guy.
It's terrible. Yeah.
But I
being the guy in the middle.
couldn't stop dropping bombs on this guy. I mean, just full on Fukushima on this dude. Just bomb. Just
Fukushima. What
straight.
is Fukushima?
I don't know. What was the Japanese
Fukushima?
nuclear? Yeah, that place. Straight up Fukushima's.
Fukushima, I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese place down the street from me. It's delicious tacos, I tell you.
I bet you
Japanese
they're.
tacos, yeah.
I wonder if the Japanese are celebrating Chinese New Year. They probably have their own New Year.
They have these sushi tacos that are just to die for.
Oh, really? I've never had sushi tacos.
Oh,
before.
yeah, it's good, bro. Fukushira, check it out.
That's a face of whoever smelt it, dealt it. That's what he's doing right there.
So I'll just play the rest of this.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you, he gave.
Look at that smile face.
He's not supposed to be doing that.
He's not supposed to be doing that.
Big mistake.
He just can't. Like he's not even good anymore at it. He's like, oh my god, here we go.
I never talk about it.
Listen to him though. Listen to the way he says it. He says, "I don't know. I never talk about it."
Provide information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
He has a very much Dane Cook delivery in how he delivers stuff. He repeats the same thing over again.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Like, you know, that was very much Dane Cook in his earlier years. So he's like, I'm just walking. So I'm walking. You ever just walking?
Yeah.
I'm walking. Walking.
Yeah. Act
you know?
out. Say it again. Act out.
Yeah, 100%. That's Donald Trump. He's the Dane Cook of presidents.
The president can declassify anything that he wants to. So if you want to make an announcement,
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying. We know illegal aliens.
Declassified. Oh man, so
this is, you know, it seems like okay, yeah, you know, he's just talking shit as he does, and then a day later we get a truth from him on Truth.
Johnny, you love dropping truths.
Oh boy, do I love truths.
That's the thing about you, Johnny.
And just, I mean, it's just like, I would love to know what the order of these operations were for him, what you think they were. So he truths this. Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War. I love that, by the way, the Secretary of War again, and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects, and any and all other information, connected to these highly
John, can you
complex...
take the website cookies down, please? We're staring at website cookies. I'll decide what kind of number of cookies we want.
Connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think the order? Do you think that one? I got multiple questions. Do you think Obama coordinated that with him? Do you think the question from Peter Doocy was planted, and then okay, how far back? Do you
I think it's an order's put out. Hey, Obama, we're gonna get this going. You say this, and then Trump will follow up with this, and that's how it went. Like it wasn't maybe directly like that. But maybe it's like, hey man, just slow roll out these I guarantee that Obama gets the questions early. Right? Hey, here's the questions this guy's gonna be asking you. Like tease it, and then we'll have Trump come from the top rope, drop it down with it. Who dealt it, smelt it, just dropped a hammer on you, and here we are. We're going. And Johnny, you know, I'm just going to say this. I was talking about this last night.
If you'd like to hear the rest of this episode, subscribe to Broken Simulation in your podcasting app or check us out at youtube.com/Sam Tripoli.
Go deep, homeboy. Aaron, open your mind. Drink from the fountain of knowledge. There's lizard people everywhere. That's some interdimensional shit. Wake up, Aaron.
This is only the beginning.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Tinfoil hat.